Hi, welcome to the weekend Handmade Podcast. And I'm just going to talk about a bit of history because right now this timeline is terrible. So, yeah, just going to talk about David Bowie and his influence on Australia and his single-handed sort of deconstruction of imperialism and colonialism, and how he did it through the Let's Dance song and China Girl, and how at the time it was startling to Australian people because they'd grown up and had been brainwashed by the system to be a part of the British Empire and the colonial empire. And David Bowie came along and just blew all that narrative out of the water with his album and the single Let's Dance. So, yeah, we're just going to watch an interview with the idiot Molly Meldrum. And, yeah, let's see what you think.
I said in the last interview was that I thought, I was hoping that China Girl would be the second single. In fact, it was. Yet again, a very different film clip, of course, to Let's Dance.
Yeah.
And just tell us about how you put that together in this country. When people were hearing sort of saying he's doing it down in Chinatown, people saying, well, why didn't he do it over in China or somewhere like that?
I think, again, whilst we were here, I made 2 or 3 clips. Again, I wanted to utilise the strange beauty of Australia.
Right.
Because, believe it or not, it's not particularly known about in the rest of the world. I mean, the rest of the world have kind of the usual kind of cliche idea of what Australia is about. And I wanted to put it in a context where it hadn't been seen before.
Right.
As far as the story of the song goes, what I wanted to present was the idea of the imperialist Westerner coming to a foreign society and sort of dazzling the indigenous peoples with the idea of their own, of the Western way of life, and that it's not necessarily a good thing to be jumping for it.
Did it surprise you, and especially in this country, and I don't know if you got the feedback, that suddenly 3 people you used in the film clips, in Let's Dance, Terry and Jolene, and then in China Girl, were you surprised that they suddenly gained this publicity?
Tell me about that, about Terry and Jolene. I know about the Jolene thing.
Well, suddenly everyone wanted to do interviews with them, and they were very shy people, and very nice people. And really, all they were really interested in was getting on with their school and their dancing.
Did they cope with it well?
Very well, yeah.
Well, that's fine.
So, yeah. That was David Bowie. And it was interesting what he was saying, you know, the idea of the imperialist Westerner coming to indigenous cultures and saying that it's not the best. It's not what it all cracks up to be. And he did this in 1983. And it seems like the world's just beginning to catch up. But it seems to be too late now because, and the world's largest empire it's gone full fascist. So, yeah, I thought it was interesting that, you know, David Bowie was a anti-colonialist. So this is just a quick one. If you made it this far, like and subscribe. do the things, and I'll see you in the next one.